I'm Ramsey, the loud one.
I'm Jesse, the short one.
Put us both into one, we are.
Lots of noise, always too fast, lots of laughs. Here's our podcast, the loud and short of it.
Hi, and welcome to Loud and Short of It. I'm Ramsey, the loud one.
And I'm Jesse, the short one. And this week, to round off the already depressing 4 episodes we've just gone through, we are also going to do a video game one.
Yep. And we're going to be covering Activision Blizzard and the controversy surrounding them because they have been sexually harassing their employees and they're being sued.
4 years.
Yep. Oh, for years and years, and they're being sued by the state of California for toxic frat boy culture.
Yeah.
Now, when I was reading this article, it made me very angry because it is like indicative of shit like throughout the rest of the tech industry. So, if you didn't know, for years, the video game industry has been pretty terrible to its employees, and of course, namely, it's even worse to women. And Activision Blizzard is no exception. Activision Blizzard,
It's not the model.
Actually, yeah, Activision Blizzard is the mascot of being a piece of shit. We were reading this article, and it was saying that Activision employees, male employees, and leads and whatnot would go and do like cubicle crawls where they would get fucking like drunk and go and harass their female employees. Women were passed over for promotions, for raises because they were at risk of getting pregnant. They were just harassed all the time and working the amount of hours they were working as most video game employees do. It just compounded.
And this got so bad that there was at least one suicide directly caused, or
one of the workers there, her nudes got passed around to other employees, just in the shitty frat boy fucking culture they cultivated. And I think this is just indicative of a bigger problem in the tech industry, and that I don't know how to fix it, but like the toxic masculinity that goes around here is awful, and it's even worse because these dudes were fucking nerds in high school and they were nerds in college, and they caught a whiff of being able to be a cool kid, and they Lord of the Flies that shit.
Yeah,
they turned into a bunch of little fucking monsters.
I wanted, after everything that we talked about, I want to try to bring anything positive to this, and there's 2 things. Tomorrow of the day of recording this, so the 28th, there is a mass exodus, a mass walkout of Blizzard Activision employees.
Yeah.
2,600 employees and ex-employees have signed up to either do it online if they're remote work by just logging out and getting on Twitter and using a hashtag, and if they're in the offices, they're going to not walk in and they're going to boycott around the office to keep it all COVID safe or whatnot.
Yeah.
And just refuse to work and stand in solidarity with all the women who were hurt.
Yeah.
So that's fucking nice.
That is positive.
And then this has been a 2-year investigation. I don't know why it needed to take that long. If you had evidence beforehand, it feels like you should have pursued them as you found the evidence.
Yeah.
But maybe this will lead to an actual change. I hope that this is not a simple fine, because that is the kind of thing that a company the size of Blizzard and Activision can just write off as part of doing business.
Yeah.
This needs to be specific people charged and fired, if not prosecuted in criminal court.
Yeah, and I think it also is like, it opens up more discussion. It's just like, look at what's been happening over the past like 10 years. Fucking like Riot Games got for this. Fucking Ubisoft is getting got for this. There's a couple more don't even come to mind immediately, but it's like this has just been such a rampant fucking issue, and the thing is like people just keep talking about it, but nothing fucking changes. You can have 1,000 internal investigations all fucking day, but it doesn't matter.
It's just like the cops.
Yeah, it's like they're never gonna fire anyone. The one of the heads of fucking Activision, I can't remember his name exactly. He lost a fucking sexual assault or sexual harassment case 10 years ago. For one of his flight attendants on his private jet. He was found in he was mentioned in Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book, and they're hiring these fucking people, and they're letting these people keep their fucking jobs, and this is public knowledge at this point.
Yeah, and I think another thing that's just like grotesque about it, and a problem that you see across the board in a lot of things, even outside the tech industry, is these are companies that put on like a kind of woke persona.
Yeah.
Like especially with Activision and Blizzard with like Overwatch. They consistently tried to be like, oh, we have the most female characters of any shooter. Oh, we have all these diverse fucking women throughout our games. Meanwhile, the people making the games, if any of them are diverse women, they're treated like fucking garbage.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it also just it boils down to like video game journalism as well. It's all a bunch of crock of shit, and they're not helping because they're not reporting on these stories enough.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fucking Jason Schreier is a fucking douchebag, but he's one of the people who started breaking these stories. So you know what? Fucking shout out to him. More of this shit needs to happen because women can't get into tech, bro. You can't close the fucking gap if you're being treated like fucking subhuman in the workplace.
Yeah. Why there's no incentive to stick around.
Yeah, it's just,
and then it just gets worse and worse from there. It's feeding itself.
Yeah,
So.
I wouldn't work 60-hour weeks to make a fucking World of Warcraft game, let alone if I was being fucking harassed for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like this week there was nothing else to talk about in video games, and not in a way of just like there's nothing else good. It's like this is what you need to talk about because like when you're playing games and when you're giving money to certain companies, like think about it. Like if this is the environment they're fucking fostering, and if they're not going to make any changes, it's like then it is what it is. And maybe you need to start voting with maybe we all need to start voting with our wallet. I've bought Call of Duty fucking every year since I was like fucking 10 or whatever. But now like I don't want to fucking play any of their shit.
Yeah. When the last boycott of Blizzard happened after them not standing up for the Hong Kong thing, I didn't join in that boycott, but enough of my friends stopped playing Overwatch and other games that it wasn't fun to play anymore. So I just kind of tangentially also quit those games. And after this, I'm just going to join now. Just fuck it. I don't need that shit anymore. Just fucking insane.
Deleting Overwatch, so...
Maybe enough people will leave over this, or they'll get fined enough that we'll see some new, cooler studios appearing.
Hopefully, bro.
I think maybe, like, all of this is horrific. Maybe something good will come out of this. It's the only thing I can fucking hold on to.
I mean, some amount of fucking justice has to happen with this, bro. This is insane.
Yeah, it's too high profile. And
Also, 2,000 employees. That's a fuckload.
Yeah, that's some solidarity.
I'm very excited to see that. I hope... If any of them get fired, I hope they don't give a shit, and I hope they find a fucking job ASAP.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our video game news. Only I'll say is just keep an eye out for this shit, and just understand like where your money's going to whenever you support these certain games. Because like I didn't know any of this shit, and now I don't want to ever fucking play any of their stuff again.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And don't report it to HR. Report it to a journalist. HR works for the fucking company.
Yeah. Put that in quotes. Oh, man. Well, yeah, that so concludes video games for the month of July. Maybe next month we'll have a update on this that is a happy one, or we'll just talk about something else. Who knows?
Yeah. Hopefully August just has better news all around.
No kidding, dude. No kidding.
Thank you for